right around the corner. That also means it's your last chance to get in on the football action before the season ends. So close the season out right with Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. The playoffs have been electric. Drake May all damn day, going all the way. I got my eyes on May today for the big game. More passing touchdowns, more receiving yards, more. New feature alert. Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Find your community on Prize Picks with new social feeds feature. You can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups like you use or use them for inspiration for your own picks. You can also follow Prize Picks partners like us and play or fade our picks with just one click. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just download the Prize Pick app. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Feel good to be right. The thing was, I didn't really understand because as a consumer, I was like, man, as soon as it get good, here come an ad. Damn, TV. I just want to let's keep it going because it's really good. And then you understood, well, that's how they make money.
Yeah.
And people are like, man, you're running all these ads. I say, so how do you think a graphics team and a producer and an editor and social media, how do you think I pay these people?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it gets paid. These cameras cost money.
Everything costs money.
It does.
Everything.
And people don't understand. I say this talent costs money. People don't work for free.
Your TikTok edit is going to cost money. Your Snapchat edit is going to cost money. Any new camera, any new lens, any picture that you see, the thumbnail,
yes,
everything.
And I don't know how much you guys travel or get on the road, Joe.
Then there's that.
But
I mean, I try not to because it gets expensive. But then there's that.
And that's and like you said, I mean, for us, is that what we try to do if we have to be somewhere, we try to kill two birds with one stone. Well, let's see, since we got to be somewhere for Nightcap, well, let's see if we can do something for Club Shake Shake. Well, if I got to do something for Club Shake Shake, let's see if we can get somebody for Nightcap. That's the way you try to work it, to try to cut down on some of the costs. But I don't think people understand that to make a successful podcast, it costs money.
You goddamn right. You better be willing. You got to believe in yourself. You
got to
have to invest in yourself. Yeah, you got to make it work.
Since the Joe Budden is like taking off, has gone into another stratosphere. Have you been able to treat yourself?
In what way?
I mean, maybe a new whip, bigger house out in Jersey. I know you like watches.
I'm not so much into the watches like that.
I can't tell.
Yeah,
exactly.
I see it now. Not recently, no.
Yeah.
Not recently. I did that a few years ago.
Yeah.
When bought the Ferrari and then bought the whatever was next. I did that. I had a year of cars. I don't drive.
Right.
I got my chauffeur. It's just like, okay.
You gotta drive. You got somebody to drive. It's like, why am I buying these cars to sit up in the garage?
I mean, and I love my cars. I love my truck. But I did it. Felt good. I'm off now.
Over and done
I'm in the process of maybe building my home.
Dream home.
Yeah, I'm in the process of that. That's exciting. And a headache, but exciting.
Yeah. It's funny how Spotify say, Joe, we got $2 million for you. Do your podcast over here, $2 million. You're like, oh. And I think you stayed with Spotify for like a year.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. Didn't ask back with it. And it's not that they would have given it to me.
But
it's not that they would have given it to me.
Yes. You gotta.
That's not my concern. Gotta ask it. You gotta ask.
All you gotta do is say no.
Let them say no.
Yeah.
Let them say no.
Because you hear these stories of Beyonce performing for Uber. Mm-hmm. They won't give her money. She's like, nah, can I have that? She's like, okay. And then boom. Nas, same thing. Boom.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, when them deals gonna happen to me?
They should be happening for you.
But that's the biggest thing though, is that early on we didn't know what we didn't know.
Yeah.
Now we know, we can ask. All they can do is say, nah, we're just, I'm like, okay. Like you said, I ain't turning down no big check.
Yeah.
but I got to at least ask to take a little smaller version if I can get a cut of the equity in the growth of the company. Because we both believe. You believe in me, I believe in you. Let's participate. Let's grow together.
Yeah, and at some point, if you do it enough times, then we pass proof of concept stage. I'm done convincing people what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen what happens too many times when you pair this podcast with this company. I know what's going to happen. So, no, if you don't understand what's going to happen, and you're not willing to pay for what's going to happen, then you can't participate in what's going to happen. It's the same way the other way around.
When did you realize you were underpaid? How did you realize you were underpaid? And you decided to leave and go young?
And you know what? And I'm gonna say complex, but money was never the driving force, which is how we all end up underpaid because we're doing it for the love and the looks.
Yes.
It was that complex. Again, I was inquisitive. I asked a lot of questions. I'm always early. I'm always punctual. I'm gonna open the building. I'm gonna be the last one here on the show.
Right.
I'm gonna talk to the camera people. I'm gonna talk to the corner suite. Like, I'm gonna have the information to be able to best make the next decision. And that's how I ended up learning about what went on with the ads and how they were being sold and how they were being funneled to me. And I just believed that I should participate differently once I heard that. I had no idea of the money that was flying around because we're not supposed to ever learn the money that's flying around. But once I heard it, it was over. And I was like, well, what happens if I don't wear this, whatever the sneaker was at the time? And they were pulling out big money.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't jive with that.
Yeah.
I don't jive with that. And from there, everything was education after that. From there, everything was education and learning what people are paying, learning what they're paying for, how they value it, how they're benefiting from it. Like, it's education. You have to learn.
But Joe, at the time, you turned down, allegedly, a big deal from Spotify, over $40 million. That's a lot of money.
I don't know if it was 40, but it was
a substantial amount.
Good amount.
Probably more than you
more than I had ever made.
Yeah, you're like, and to walk away from that, Joe, and to believe in yourself, to say, you know what? And somebody, who did I hear say? Well, Master P said, well, they offered me $1 million. Well, if they offered me $1 million, I must be worth about 50 to 100.
Yeah, on the Solange album.
Yeah. So,
absolutely right.
Is that how you were thinking? If they're offering me this substantial amount of money, I've got to be worth a little bit more because they ain't looking to break even. They're looking to turn a profit. So if they'll give you that kind of money, what kind of profit are they expecting to turn?
Well, at Spotify, again, craving information. The 2 years I was there, we did a lot of asking for advanced analytics, a different kind of dashboard, different codes to be able to track things that were specific to
your show, slash Joe Budden.
So we got this data for 2 years.
Okay.
At the end of that road, you can take this 30 million or whatever the number was, or you can trust in what the data is saying if you go out there and just do the work. If you think, if that says that for the last 2 years and you trust in your audience and what you're doing, I'm going to take these people with me over here and see what happens. And by the grace of God, it worked out, man. It worked out, but a lot of tough decision making, a lot of sleepless nights.
It is
a lot of turmoil, a lot of scrutiny, a lot of public bullshit, a lot of mistakes. But I mean, my trust is in him.
When you see Joe Rogan get a deal, Alex Cooper, the Kelsey brothers, the Ringer just sold.
White people.
Damn, Joe, you ain't even let me finish. Okay, well, go ahead.
There's no need for me to be starting the conversation wrong.
There ain't.
There's never a time where I'm comparing my race to a white man's race.
Right.
For reasons that,
we feel it's obvious?
It is obvious. It is obvious. My fight is different from their fight.
Yes.
And I don't say that angry about it, but I acknowledge it.
Yes. We understand.
Yeah.
But let's not make it seem like.
And I don't need to either, right?
Okay.
I don't need to. There's Steve Harvey.
Yep.
There is Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Is on that list. There is
Kevin Hart has a podcast that.
There is Kevin Hart. There is my brother Stephen A.
Yeah.
You know, I'm mad with him right now, but there are black examples of what happens when you own your IP.
Right.
This is black examples of that. And congrats to all of those people you named. Alex, I'm a big Bill guy. Love Bill. Shout out to Joe. That's cool, but not the same race.
If they came to you and offered you something like that, would you be willing to turn over? Says, okay, I'll do X amount of shows for this amount of money. Y'all sell whatever. Y'all gonna give me X. I'm cool with it.
Wait, who said that?
If let's just say a Spotify, one of these big conglomerates, right now Netflix, Amazon is still in. They don't do as much as they once did. What is that? Wandering Wave and all those guys. They say, Joe, we're gonna take up the Joe Budden. We're gonna take up the umbrella. We're gonna give you X amount of dollars, and then we're going to sell everything. Kind of like what they do with Joe Rogan. I think Joe got a 5-year, $250 million deal. So they come to Joe Rogan, come to Joe and say, Joe, we got a 5-year, $200 million deal. We just want to take over everything.
Probably not. Probably not. It's not where I'm at right now. I'm 45. Like, I still feel spry. I still feel like, I don't feel like the aging artist that used to go sell his catalog.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
And I'm building catalog.
Yeah.
I'm building catalog. Well, and I know what I make right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
they have a double that up.
And we'll talk to anybody. I mean, don't get me wrong. We'll talk to anybody, and probably are talking to most of them.
Right.
But the deal would have to be boutique.
Are you looking to scale? Are you looking to have more instead, like say like Netflix? They're getting podcasts and trying to develop their podcast division. Or you look at some of these other Amazon was trying to develop their podcast division. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're trying to do with Joe Budden? Are you trying to develop a podcast division where you have, obviously somebody maybe hip hop and then somebody in motivation and somebody in fitness and somebody in, relationship? Are you trying? Is that the direction that you're trying to go in?
Maybe. Right now I'm focused on getting as many eyes as possible on the Joe Budden podcast and our exclusive content that we drop on Patreon.
Okay.
And from that, we have other shows. We have Podwise, which is a huge success. We got the Ian and Mark show. Like, I want to be nimble enough, Shannon, to always be able to go do a show.
Right.
Whether that be a finance show, a sports show.
Yes.
I want to be nimble enough and have the staff in place to any idea that we think of, we can go execute. Whether it be a doc, whether it be a comedy, whatever it is. So I always want to do that. Right this second, no. There's too much fun stuff happening out here with all of these platforms for me to be there right now.
After watching a close friend go through a loss a few years back, I saw how quickly grief can turn to financial stress. No one deserves that feeling I saw him feel, and I mean no one. No matter what I offered to help, it wasn't enough. I promised my family I would never make them feel protected.
I get to wake up, live, eat, dream, and shit music as a music lover, right? Like, I want to hear my favorite song enough to be good if I never hear it again. I'm that type of guy. Like, I really love this. I'm talking to my friends every day. You're talking to somebody whose road wasn't the school and more schooling and then work and then, my story, I don't come from none of that. So from my start to where I am, why would you not do more?
Right.
Why would you slow down? Why would you not dedicate every second to this shit? And especially, that's before you get to reaping the fruits.
Yes.
The fruits of it. That's awesome. But just without that, how could you not want to do? What's the alternative?
Because I think the thing is for you, Joe, and kind of myself, is that we found something that we really love doing. How many people out there really enjoy going to their job?
Well, well, today, I think that number should be projected to change if you look at the next 10 years.
Okay.
But today, yeah, but I encourage everybody out there to find something that they're passionate about.
Right.
Like, even if you go into work every day, still, when you get off work, do something that you're passionate about.
Right.
For that, to ignite that other shit that's in you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, how many times you done heard something, man, I hate this job. She'll be glad when it's shift over. It's hard to do that for 20, 30. And a lot of people do that, Joe. We found something. Look, I was a professional athlete. I enjoyed it. You was in the rap game. You enjoyed it. And everybody doesn't get to transition. Everybody doesn't get to have something they enjoy doing and then find something else they enjoy doing just as much, if not more.
If not more. Yeah.
You and I have been very, very blessed. A whole lot of people aren't blessed like that, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, don't try to trick me into saying some shit.
No, but they're not.
But it's true. It's true.
But
Listen,
go ahead.
as much as eggs cost, to have a job, as much as
buy me a couple of heads of myself.
no, honestly, and if you're living in New York is expensive. New York, New Jersey, it is criminal what's going on out here.
I just left California after 8 years. You ain't got to tell me that.
Man, oh my Lord. So if you can feed yourself and shelter yourself, you're blessed. If you're healthy, then you're blessed. We're blessed in a different way.
Yeah.
In a different way, but that's not the norm.
No.
That's not the norm, and I'm not even gonna sit here and pitch it like it is.
For the longest time, YouTube was the only really space that podcasts lived. They're still big with the ads, but you see Netflix coming in, and they got boatloads of money. Should YouTube be worried?
If you're asking me.
If I was going to do this, I needed better training, better understanding. TWP has provided all the training, a good opportunity to have more of a community, other people that are experience some of the same problems you do, some of the same successes. You hear their success stories and share ideas. You know, that's actually been a little more than I had expected. I figured, you could.
Yeah.
Because YouTube wants to be a network, Netflix wants to be a network, but Joe, you know this, in order for you to be considered a network, you have to have live sporting events. And what have YouTube done? They got the NFL. What has Netflix done? Got the NFL. Amazon, what did they do? Get NFL and basketball. So if you want to be taken serious,
Paramount got UFC, right? So
and WWE, you see where they're going with this?
you know they're playing big boy games. Up there with big boy dollars for sure. And YouTube has always operated as the lone whale in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was there
Yes.
already because that's where the eyes were. And that was back since way back. So now, right, you have somebody over there should have seen so many stars. They should have seen the kids doing baby music. They should have seen the lo-fi music channel guy. They should have saw it was before there was no Tubi. They should have saw the small independent movie guys, the director guys, the podcasters. You had them all. So now we're in 2026. Eventually, somebody else in the sea had a dick.
Yeah.
Somebody else had a wallet, and now they see they may see more than you see. Then we have to find out about that. But there's somebody else with a checkbook that's coming to pull your biggest, and not just they're coming to pull from everybody they pulled from.
Yeah.
Right? That was Barstool, that was Volume, that was iHeart, wherever they pulled from. If I were YouTube, I would be concerned about what that meant for, again, not today, but everything is projections. 10 years, 5 to 10 years from now.
Right.
What does that mean? My little sister right now is 12 years old, and the next 5 to 10, you're talking about 17, 22 years old. How is she going to be consuming things? How is that age group going to digest? Where are they going to go? So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But if I were YouTube, I'd be having a meeting about it.
Wow. Good friend of yours, you guys go back and forth. Charlemagne.
My man.
$200 million to do his Black
Black
Effects,
Network.
his podcast. Congratulations, Charlemagne, on that.
Indeed.
When you heard the news, like there was a Joe Budden, there was somebody in the Joe Budden that kind of looked like us, Charlemagne.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a Joe, like 200 million. Like, damn, congratulations, that's kudos. No, hey, okay, let me see if I can get my group together and see what we can come up with.
You can't hate about that. You can't hate about that. If you wanted to hate them, that wasn't the time to do it. You can't. That's a black man who put the work in, who did it his way with his ideology, and at the end of the road, found a way to bump into that type of, not bump into, that's not wrong wording, but to end up with that type of headline.
Right.
So there is nothing that you can hate on today. It's inspiring.
Very.
It's inspiring.
Were you originally cast to be a member of the Breakfast Club?
No. Where'd you get that? Who you spoke to?
I'm just asking.
I was so happy to be coming here mess free. Because I don't have current mess. But we'll talk to that. Where'd you get that from?
Look.
That was a good one. No, I was never.
I don't know. I mean, you got.
My name was in a hat. My name was in the hat at inception.
Mm-hmm.
When they were tossing some ideas around, when they really didn't have a title yet. I went to one dinner with somebody concerning that, but I was never in further talks about it. That was a good one.
we do our research.
Somebody over there.
We do our research. The Complex Show, Everyday Struggle. How did that show change your life?
It changed everything about my life. Everything about my life. It was college. It was going to college for me. Because I've never gone. So to wake up at 6 a.m, head into the city from Jersey and just kick it with people. Just kick it with people. And again, all the learning that happened for me, all of the education I got from Complex, it was that time was everything for me. It was the education, we had fun. I think we changed the landscape of media at that show. It was a huge rebranding tool for me, which was a large part of what I was doing it for.
Right.
I thought people might have had the wrong impression of me, and all good things came from it. All great things came from it.
Would you consider you guys were the first take of hip hop?
Yeah. First take, whole piece of definitely inspiration for sure. That debate style was hot. There was that conversation going on in hip hop about the OGs and the younger generation and how we should be kind and treat each other and speak to each other. So all of that was hot at the time, and Complex knew what to do with it. They marketed it right. They put it in front of the right people. It took off. It changed everything.
Could that format work today?
Yeah. Today, so much is personality driven.
It is.
It's in our hands today. So get the right personalities. If you get the right personalities, anything will work today. And there's so many people out there.
Business calls often go unanswered because they appear as unknown. Inform branded calling by First Orion.
How much you making? So they come to you and say, look, we got this idea. Because a lot of times, like, or an idea like, man, just for me to get on television, I'll take whatever. Because I remember when I was playing, Joe, my coach used to commend me. You know what I love about Sharp? Sharp would play this game for free. And I would always say, but I'm gonna need everybody else to play for free too. I ain't gonna be the only one who play for free. If everybody play for free, I'll play for free.
Mm-hmm.
But you've not been to pay them, and I get paid, and I play for free. So when you look at it, it had to be a small amount. I mean, cause it was a new show, you know, getting just
like Complex, I wasn't making no money.
You weren't making no money?
No, I wasn't making no money.
$200?
No, I wasn't making no money on Complex. Hell no. I was making enough to
keep you coming back, drive back into the city.
Again, money never moved me.
Okay.
That's never what I was doing anything for.
Okay.
With hip hop,
right.
I loved the shit, and I wanted to be considered the best from people I thought was the best.
Okay.
And then I got a record deal and bumped my head all these sounds like, oh shit, it's a music business.
Right.
And again, more education. So no, I wasn't making no damn money on Complex. Hell no, not at all. Not at all. But that was the last time I was underpaid.
But was it a situation that once you found out that they were making money and they weren't paying you any money, is that when you like went in and say, okay, well I want to make X, and they were like, So why did you end up leaving the show?
Well, I finished my contract. My contract was 9 months.
Okay.
They weren't looking to renew it. I had a child on the way.
Okay.
And that was the end. We weren't on the greatest of terms because of how I valued the show versus how they valued the show. And we tried a few times to come back to the table, but nothing really ever came from that. But and by then everything, that's when the deals became a lot more lucrative.
Right.
It was that point on. Complex was a proving ground. That show was like a proving ground of sorts.
That was your proof of concept that Joe Budden can sell.
Oh yeah. We were out here. Everybody was ready to talk at that point.
But when you do reality TV, obviously some conflict has to be a part of the show.
But on reality television?
Yes.
On reality television, yes.
That would rather be your alley, huh?
Well, which time? I had many different reality TV experiences.
Yeah. You.
I have my first tenure on Love and Hip Hop when I had the stupid vests on and my barber was putting all the stupid shit in my face and I was high off Molly, so I couldn't even look at myself and say, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Right? And I did that for years. And then sprinkling some X's. That was a mess.
Yes.
And more importantly than that, the contract may not have been the greatest for all of these different reasons. So cool, but then I think I had a couples therapy.
Yeah.
Stint. Interesting.
You like reality TV.
I'm a fan of reality, and if you're gonna tape it, then let's tape it. That mindset started for me because in rap, in the era that I was in hip hop, it was very braggadocious. It was very stand on couches with 20 girls and the cars and the jewelry. Rappers couldn't even really say they had a girlfriend.
Right.
In that era.
Right.
I didn't have the label support to where that would ever be my story, and that's not who I was. I was an introverted kid who suffered with addiction issues. That was my story. So, yeah. I forgot what I was saying just that fast.
No, you say reality TV.
That was my mindset, right? Like in 2006, I can cut a camera on and just show who I am for real and my real life and my real relationship and my day-to-day travels. I guess some of what the streamers are doing now, and that worked.
Right.
That worked. Anytime I was authentic, it worked. So I try to always be authentic.
You can only be Joe.
I can be better than anybody else.
You had a viral encounter on the show with Lil Yachty, and I mean maybe that you guys rectified that situation because he ends up getting he kind of followed the same path you rap podcast, but
that's why we do it. We leave it to leave a trail.
Yeah,
we do it to leave a trail for the people coming behind us. That's a big part of it. Shout out to Yachty. We reconciled. We made up. That's my man. He did a podcast. I came through. I was supposed to go to the show when they were in New York they did a million shows in New York and I missed them all. But no, shout out to Yachty. Real good podcast.
But you know what, Joe? A lot of times people think the biggest in one area will be the biggest in another area. And it doesn't work like that.
No.
Just because you sold, let's just say for the sake of argument, just because you sold 50 million albums, that doesn't mean you can get a podcast and it's going to take off like that.
Yeah.
But people think it's like that. People think just because they were successful in one genre, they can be successful in another genre.
No. This thing comes with, like we've already stated, so much work got to be done. It's a 24/7 kind of thing, 7 days a week. for me. It demands so much. I started focusing on my health. Like, I got to be able to show up for myself in a.
Cause you can't sleep, man. It's all consuming. It's really all consuming because all you think about, okay, who can I get? What are we gonna talk about? Who do I need to talk? What brands can I get? And let them know that this is what we're doing, this kind of direction. It is like, and you're right, man. If you don't, hey,
work out, eat right, less sugar, sleep, rest your mind.
It's just hard though, Joe. It's hard for me to turn my mind off. I know it's hard for you to turn your mind off.
Yeah, but I do a good job of going to bed when I need to go to bed. I do a good job of that. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite things about being in my 40s is the bed and how fast I can get there. Ooh, it's exciting.
Really?
It is so exciting. You shitting me? I'll be in the bed at 4:30 if you let me.
No, you shut me. I'm weak.
It's a blessing and a curse for you though, because you've been in the industry. You've made a lot of friends, but sometimes
I didn't.
You didn't make no friends, Joe.
I ain't friends with a whole bunch of niggas.
Well, let me spin it.
Even hearing it. Hell no.
But a lot of times when you're in a particular business and you have to critique or talk about someone from said business, they expect favor. Well, Joe, you know what it's like, man. You've been in here before, so you probably shouldn't take that approach. Because you like me, you gonna say what's on your mind.
That's the thing. You got to be willing to
stand on it.
That was when I retired from rap, I wrestled with this because I'm about to talk about my peers.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I'm like, okay, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Like, you can't half step.
You cannot.
You can't try to do one thing and you can't steal second base to keep your foot on first. I say it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I dove all the way in, and you're gonna feel about it how you feel about it. For me, as long as I'm saying something that I can say to you, I'm attempting to be respectful. I'm not trying to, like, I got a good heart. I'm not trying to shit on none of y'all out there.
Right.
I'm trying to just critique fairly.
But you get,
and I'll take what comes from that.
But a lot of times, Joe, anytime you're in any business, if they feel if you weren't at the top of the food chain, who are you to critique my career? You wasn't Jay-Z, you wasn't him, or you wasn't this one. That's how people feel. People feel like, well, I wasn't Tom Brady, so Shannon, why you comment? I'm like, well, damn, I can't have an opinion?
Well, you're in the whole thing.
Well, that's why they get mad. Because, see, here's the thing, Joe, with me, and this is what Coach Prime told me. He said the reason why it bothers them is that they can't punch holes in your resume. Because you was an all-pro, you won Super Bowls, you went to Pro Bowl, and you got that gold jacket. I'm one of less than 400 men of 30,000 men that's played, coached, on teams in the NFL. So with that, it stings a little bit. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, but you're not playing well. You didn't play good. So I think I have an obligation to say that. When you play well, I have an obligation to say that. But people, they will disregard, and I don't know why the mind is wired like this, and I'm going to see what you have to say. You can be in an arena, Joe, and you can hear 70,000 fans screaming, Joe, Joe, Joe. But them 5 fans that boo, I don't know why they voices louder than the 75,000 fans that cheer.
Yeah, I got time today for you 5. You 5. All this other shit is great. Hey, I agree with y'all. I'm awesome, so there's nothing for us to go back and forth about. But you other 5.
Yeah, I got something for y'all to have today, though.
Yeah.
So, did you get the calls when you first started out?
I get them all the time.
You still get them?
From people?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. They call me all the time. I got a good feel now for who's calling, when they're calling, what topic gonna make them call, who's listening. Assume everybody's listening.
They are. If they're not somebody they know.
Yeah, assume everybody is listening. Yeah, or somebody that know them, or somebody in their family.
Then you heard what Joe said about you?
Oh yeah, it's getting back to everybody. The president family. It's getting where it gotta go. So I try to keep that in mind while I'm talking, but I'm devoted to this shit, man.
You and Cardi had a few, but is it harder for you to have a disagreement with a woman that's in the business than a man?
You know what's funny? I try not to have disagreements with women.
Sometimes it's unavoidable.
Man, what are we disagreeing about? Like music?
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, then we're not doing the woman and man thing. Then we're
just music.
We're doing music and music lovers.
Okay.
But I don't think there's too much of a reason for me to be publicly disagreeing with a woman. I just don't even like how it looks.
How it comes off, yeah. But you critique it. But sometimes it's like, if you critique, let's just say, we take Cardi. You kind of gone back and forth with Cardi about some of her music.
No, I have not. No, I'm not going back and forth.
Well,
I have given my opinion,
right.
and she's gone on her platform to give hers.
And she didn't like what you said about the critique.
Yeah, that's okay.
it.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'm not doing I'm going on my platform to respond to what you had to say from what I had to say. I don't like that. I don't like that.
So in other words, you have a critique. Somebody doesn't like your critique. They go on somebody else's platform or their own platform. They go on IG Live or whatever. They're
That's their right.
You done with it.
Oh yeah. I was done after I finished saying what I was saying about it. I was done. Unless something drastic happens to call me back out to play, and that really is not going to happen with me and a female.
Right.
Most of the females have my support from day zero.
Right.
From them, because they just been killing. So, I'm not doing back and forth with a girl. Or a guy for that matter.
Right.
Or a guy, honestly. It's not even about that. Or a guy.
Right. Well, the two
On the internet?
Yeah.
Today?
So,
Sorry, buddy.
if Cardi said, if a woman rapper, I mean, there's only like a handful of the ones that you got Glow, you got Meg, you got Nicki.
There's a bunch.
And you got Cardi. If they want to say, look, Joe, I want to have a conversation with you because I want to see why you said what you said and the context of where you was trying to go with it. You down to meet?
Always. Always. Man or woman.
Right.
Always down to meet or talk about something I said.
You like what we talk about? Before I go, what we talk about?
It's normally just how somebody feel about something I said, and I get that. People are human, people are sensitive.
Right.
Artists deal with a lot of shit. I understand it. I was that. I try to carry myself a certain way because I was that, and I understand it. But sometimes we go too far. We talk for a living. We talk too much.
Yeah.
We say a lot.
And as long as it's not coming from a ill-intended place, it's not coming from.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is with you and myself is that we're passionate. We're not really going to talk about something that we're not passionate about. And people take passion as hate. Well, that's what this Gen Z and these millennials, if you don't agree with them, you hate me. Hating about what? Because I didn't like that? If I say I don't like oranges, that don't mean I hate apples. But that's where we are now, Joe.
Well, we're passionate, and we're going to say what we have to say. But we're also some of the best in the field. And that has to be accounted for during whatever I'm doing. So I'm not expecting an artist to understand how I'm dressing something up or how I'm producing in a moment or just how I'm being performative or how I'm putting sauce on something that I don't expect them to get all of that. How do you feel? If I hurt their feelings, I'll apologize. I'm not, that's not beneath me. Like, I'll apologize and get this out of the way. But for the most part, it's cool with everybody.
Nicki goes on stage with Charlie Kirk's widow.
I didn't love it.
Why?
Did you love it?
You know what, Joe? I'll be honest. To keep my sanity and to keep my calm, I really try to stay out of this because I see what's going on, and all it does is make me more and more upset. And when people first started getting behind President Trump, I lost some friends. But I started thinking about it, I was like, it's their opinion. If that's how they feel, I'm ruining friendships and relationships because, so I let them have. That's their choice.
I understand.
But it took some growth on my part because I see, and I think I'm looking at you and you're like, man, did you hear some of the things that man said about women that's like you, and you sitting up there with this.
This is a compression tank top for a man. They fit amazing and they work for you. How do they work? They work by improving your lymphatic.
That is the role that I believe Turning Point to play in the rewriting of history or revisionist history when they visit these schools and have all of this money basically being pumped into a certain belief system. I won't take us there and speak to what I believe that belief system to be.
Okay.
But it's a mess. It's deeper than political views. I'm not political at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not political at all. You want a Republican? I'm not.
Right.
That's not my bag. But the way people go about certain things, when you see what happened to Renee Nicole Good
Yeah.
in Minneapolis, when you see the way that these quote-unquote ICE agents are behaving, when you hear how the president responds to that incident, when you hear how he responded to the Reiner murders, there's a tone that I don't think is hidden, and they're hiding these white nationalist views behind Christianity. It's in front of our faces. So
And
and a lot of money over there.
yes.
It's a lot of money over there. So she won't be the first or the last. Like there will be plenty more
Yeah,
celebrities
for sure.
to take that check. Listen, when you on that side, they rocking.
Yeah.
They rocking. So tempting for people, I know. But my views and just how I was raised and my family that I come from and some to South Carolina.
Because you know how it works, Joe. All it takes is one. Well, you heard what Joe said. Joe said black people are doing the X, Y, and Z. Well, you heard what Shannon said, that he did say X, Y, and Z. So they'll take the voice of one and then try to make it the voice of millions.
Yeah, well, and that's a plan. And that's a plan. I can't be complicit.
No,
and not in sleep at night. So it bothers me when I see people that I know and have some sort of relationship with and have had some conversations with, and you know, I've seen people grow and become multi-million-dollar brands from black shit and black people and black consumerism. Like, so to watch you take that equity and stand over there, yeah, I can't jive with that.
Nikki got upset at me because I was on Twitter and I was going back and forth with somebody and we were talking about Nikki Haley. And so I said, that woman don't care nothing about X, Y, and Z. So we're going back and forth. We're talking Nikki Haley. They tweet something, I tweet back. Somebody tweet, you should have Nikki on the show. I said, Nikki who? Nicki Minaj thought I was taking a diss at her. I said, how you take a diss? We're talking about Nikki Haley. And I know.
I remember that.
I'm not. Joe,
I remember that.
we going back and forth. We're talking about some real heavy stuff, and then somebody said, you should have Nikki on the show. How am I supposed to know they talking about Nicki Minaj when I just going back and forth 2 tweets about Nikki Haley?
Yeah.
She got upset.
The barbs was on you.
I'm like, bro,
The barbs made the week hot.
I'm like, well, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm talking about Joe Biden. Man, you should have Joe on. Joe who? Man, oh, you don't know Joe Budden. Man, I'm talking about Joe Biden. We were just talking about Joe Biden.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful of these hot.
But people look to find something to get upset about that.
Well, on the internet, we gotta remember, man. In
That's
2026. The internet is the internet. It's the internet. It's the internet. It's Bomb 314. I don't know where this guy. Oh, it's a big thing on X the other day. Some more white radical shit. X. Where they were exposing the origin of certain accounts.
Yes.
And in hip hop, some of these accounts that have just been reporting hip hop and being divisive or talking about hip hop beefs, they out in India. Page started 3 months ago. It's like, yeah, we just got a lot of filler bullshit around, just bots and bums, and it's just cluttered. It's cluttered now.
It is. The Aiden Ross and the Doechii, you was very outspoken about that. You're like, I don't rock with old boy. I mean, you got your right to you, but for you to go as hard at her, and he's probably said some other things that I didn't necessarily agree with, but you like, I'm okay. I guess it was some former gang member. I don't know.
Glasses Malone.
Yeah, Glasses Malone.
Good old Glasses Malone.
I was like, bro, bro, you know, hey.
He said, that's gonna stop. You do it again, we gonna have.
I think I read a lot more books because of that.
Excuse me? How do you read so many books?
Well, I don't read it.
We gonna have to come over here, or we'll make sure that don't happen again. Is what Glasses said. And he said
what's his angle? What is he trying to accomplish here? Aiden Ross.
Oh, I'm not certain what his angle is. I'm not familiar with what some of these streamers and their community and how they go about things. I don't know. I can't say I'm familiar enough with him and
I'm not either.
His ecosystem to speak on it.
I think him and Castanet had a falling out about something that he had said something, and then he was doing something with Puka. Remember Puka?
I didn't like the Puka Nakua. I didn't like how that went down. I've just seen enough from him for me to say, something going on there that's just not for me. But more importantly than that, how he was speaking about Doechii and the manner in which he felt comfortable doing so. Also, him picking up the phone to call another black man to try to vouch for him doing that to a young black queen. Nah.
Is he the one that was talking about he could say the N-word?
Can't do that.
Wasn't he the one?
I think so. I've seen clips from him with that. So I mean I'm not with all of that.
Yeah.
And then even after black people try to check it, they say, hey, you're speaking this way, it might be cool how you was raised, but it's not cool here in this space. He continued to do so. So not till people had to make phone calls, not till he started losing money did he stop.
Right, exactly.
See, but we need that example. We need the example of, hey, you can't just get on these platforms willy-nilly saying whatever you want to say about black people and there be no recourse, no repercussion, no at least deep dive into the instance. There has to be some type of, they never respond until they lose some money.
Correct.
And it's never been the case because you've always been able to just walk all over us and keep your head up.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, we needed that example.
Eric Benet said something. He said, we keep inviting y'all to the cookout. When are you guys going to invite us to the boardroom?
I saw him say that.
Quick that he or she can come to the cookout.
I ain't a fan. I'm not a fan.
You don't let nobody come to the cookout, Joe?
I'm not gonna say nobody. There are a lot of white people I'm really fond of.
Right.
And they're great.
They come, but you let them bring them in.
Cookout people. No, they can't bring them.
You know what I'm saying? You already know the man you're gonna have raisins on it.
No, they can't. Actually, my man Parks maybe could bring a dish, but he's a chef.
Okay.
I understand what Eric Benet is trying to say. I'm not sure I would have said it that way, but I understand what he's trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I'm not with Shannon. I ain't waiting on advice from people either. I don't jive with that.
Right.
I'm from build it yourself. Do it yourself. I'm not asking for handouts. I'm not begging nobody. I'm not convincing nobody. It's too much going on in the business world for me to have to concern myself with all of that. There's been times where I was supposed to get the deal, I didn't get the deal because 90 people had to sign off on me getting the deal. 90 people not going to sign off on me making more than probably 45% of them. It's like, this is what game are we playing here? I don't have time for that. Do it on your own. I'm not asking nobody for anybody. Nowhere.
Where are you on streaming?
I mean, you got to be a fan of it. Everything's streaming.
Are we gonna see Joe Budden on the stream?
Maybe. I mean, I'm not against it. I try to do age-appropriate shit. It seemed like the young people have taken over.
They got
But I don't view it like that.
Right.
I don't view it like that. So, yeah, you may see me on there. That's not my focus right now, but I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it.
Speed, I mean, he does a great job because he all over the world. And he does, I mean, he's a hell of an athlete too. I mean, you see that he
That's
can
what
run,
I've learned
he
about.
can jump. I mean, no, he legit.
That's
no,
what I've
he
learned,
legit.
is that I don't know much else about him, but he's really, really, really big. And pause. And yeah, hell of an athlete. Hell of an athlete. Jumping over cars. Every time you see him, he's flipping over some shit. He's racing people. He's in great shape. Oh, what it is to be young.
Yeah.
Oh, what it is to be young. I used to grab a hell of a rebound down at the park.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Now,
he ain't gonna let me do nothing.
Every morning there's a new ache and creak somewhere. That fast, some shit happened in my elbow. You know how old you gotta be to have something happen in your elbow down there?
You ain't do nothing.
Yeah, no, I ain't do shit.
Just woke up the next morning and I hurt.
Yeah, no. One day it's my knee. You in there, gym, just doing knee shit so you could show up like a man and have sex properly without catching a thigh cramp in the middle of some shit. Jesus.
Are screamers, are they more popular than rappers now?
You're such a troublemaker. Who be trying
Because you a podcaster, you say you about to get in the stream?
I did not say I'm about to get in the stream. I'm saying it's not off the table.
You about to get into it.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Because guess what's on that table?
Well, I want to be able to.
Yeah.
I want to be able to license my show to streaming platforms always. So, yeah, but we want to be in it. We want to be in it.
Yeah.
That way we want to be in it. But are streamers more popular than rappers? Some.
Yeah.
Some. Shit.
Yeah.
They get an opportunity. Constant Apple, they let them stream the award show.
Yes. That's unheard of.
They got him at All-Star Weekend with camera rights. Like
he's at another award show.
He's everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Things that we thought like these used to be sacred.
My journey to trading, like that learning curve, has exponentially just gone a lot shorter. The stuff that
they ain't let nobody stream nothing. I mean, no button up and all that. And they're like, because that's where the kids are. If you want a different set of eyeballs, these kids.
Well, you gotta get with the times.
Yes.
And so many times we'll kick a company's back in because they just won't update or change with the times. So, one, glad to see y'all trying to incorporate some of these new, young, fresh streamer faces in what you're doing. If you want to see success in what you're doing, see, that's the message.
Okay.
You could have been doing this for ages. If you don't acknowledge these personalities and their infrastructure, you won't be here anymore. It's not them that's leaving somewhere. So yeah, you gotta acknowledge that Kai Cenat's show is bigger than your networks.
Yes.
TV, your linear TV networks.
Yeah, he's getting a million concurrent
cable networks.
Yes.
This is the new late night television. This is the new place where the celebrity has to come and pop in. Oh, nice place you got here. Like, this is where they're digesting this. Not over there where y'all are spending hundreds of millions and millions and millions of dollars. So don't come over here. If we have an understanding of that, don't come over here now and short me.
Right.
I have a clear understanding of what position I'm in, what position y'all in.
Correct.
Let's talk nice when we come to the stage.
Because if you see a lot of these linear television are getting these guys to make appearances or show up at these award shows or show up at these basketball games because they know these young eyeballs are watching them. Yeah. And so if we want to get them, and I don't have a problem with that because the one thing we know about kids, they gonna spend money. If they ain't got it, their parents gonna spend money.
Sure enough.
They gonna get it. One way or another.
It's gonna get got.
That's why they keep making animations, because guess what? That's 4 tickets. Mom, dad, and the kids.
Yeah, the family cracking them.
Your son, isn't he trying to go to a streamer university?
My oldest, my boy Trey. Yeah, apparently, yeah. I learned that on the internet.
You're like, hey, hold on.
He online to
You're like a college. I mean, you're trying to go to.
he doing an audition. He doing an audition online. So I mean, my kid always puts me in an interesting spot where I have to think of how I feel as a dad versus how I felt when that was me.
Right.
Because he's always doing probably something close to what I would have did. But as a dad, I'd be like, what the are you doing that?
Right.
But yeah, he did that. He did that online. I don't know if somebody ever hit him back, but I like it.
But as long as he ain't in trouble, you good.
Yeah. That's his version. That's the new version of Cypher. Like in my day, I would drive around every hood, try to hop in a Cypher, try to rap to anybody that could hear me.
Yeah.
Today, you're trying to get on the most popular stream so people can hear you rap. If that's what you want to do, I support it wholeheartedly, please.
How close is he to you when you were that age?
In terms of what?
Behavior, mannerisms.
To a T with all of that. To a T.
Really?
Yeah. We both love a crash out. hey, both a real sucker for love at around 23, 24.
Right.
But no, all of that stuff down to a T. I thought you meant with the music. Well, and even that, he's rapping. I think I got my start maybe a little earlier than
Right.
that. But I'm proud of who he is. I'm proud of how he thinks, how he shows up for himself, his determination, his work ethic. It's fun. It's fun sitting in this seat and watching your kids grow. It's fun.
Is it hard though, Joe? Because you got to look at it now. He's in a very different situation than what you were in when you was that age. Because you is his father who has money. I don't know if your dad, I don't know your situation, your socioeconomics when you were growing up, but I can assume his situation is a lot different than your situation.
Yeah, but he's super humble because he wasn't raised. That wasn't his upbringing.
Okay.
Because I didn't have it like that his whole life. One and two. That's not his mother did a really good job of implementing certain rules in the house and raising him a certain way.
Right.
So I got to give her all the credit in the world for that. My son ain't on it like that. He ain't on it like that. But awesome that has changed and that is his experience.
Yeah.
Awesome that, and I mean I say that, but it could be tough too. It can be tough too when your dad has a certain name and his expectations.
And he got that same name.
Yeah. It could get tough. It could get tough, but he's doing a good job, man.
How often does he come to you for advice?
He usually always comes to me for advice. That's one of the things we were pretty good at early.
File your taxes 100% free in the app if you didn't file with us last year. Just file with TurboTax Do It Yourself.
It's normally a shock for me if I hear something from him, not from him.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's happening, and I didn't know. I would be surprised at that. We talk.
Right.
We talk.
You said something very interesting earlier. You said at this age now that you focus on your mental health, and Casanet said something about mental health. How important is that for you, Joe? Because at what age did you realize that you needed to focus on that? Because when we're young, we don't things that we think about now as we start to. I'm at the age when I used to think it was old. I'm at that age now. I remember when I was, a teenager in my 20s, like, man, you're almost 60. Now I'm almost 60. So
what a blessing.
Hey, keep living. That's what I tell kids. Keep living. Hope.
This is the goal.
Hope.
Goal is the age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At what age did you start focusing on your mental health?
For me, I tried. I was always pretty focused on mental health. I just wasn't doing the greatest at the time. Mentally, spiritually, physically, but I was always. I had to be aware of my mental health because I could not live anymore if I didn't really focus on that. So after a lot of years, it got in a good place, and you learn how important it is. It's the processor. It's the motherboard. It's what makes it. You can't go. There is no. You can't show up for yourself properly. You can't live life properly. And if you're out there and you're struggling, just give yourself a shot for another day. Like, if you're struggling to get through the day, just give yourself a shot. Pray yourself through it if you can. But mental health is super important now. And today I put the time to decide.
Right.
Learning how to say no was important in my story.
It's hard.
Quick with a no. Hell no.
It ain't hard anymore?
No, it wasn't never hard for me. But it felt better the more you said it. It felt better the more you said it. Less committing to things that
that's the worst.
Committing to things that you're not gonna do, don't want to do.
Oh, man.
Showing up, you can give two about. It's just like no, and no. Again, back to I'm trying to get in bed by 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm doing a favor for somebody, or if I'm saying I'm even leaving the house, it's something that I really want to do today. And a large part of that is mental health. I'm not gonna be somewhere just miserable and grumpy and unhappy around some killjoy of a person. No. I need not in my 40s. I need good energy, good vibrations, high frequency. It's important to me how people wake up, even or how people start their role in my day in the morning. Don't put my morning. Do not put my morning.
That's your busiest time? That's where you feel you're set.
It sets the tone for my day. How the morning goes is how I'm gonna go in all of these different places and people that I have to be at and see.
Right.
Whatever you went through the phone and saw last night, not in the morning. Whoever
that get on.
Whoever's calling to just argue or just dump on you or just put heavy shit on you, not in the morning. You can't do that in the morning. And I'm a morning guy.
Yeah.
I'm up at 4 in the morning.
Wow.
Nah. Let me pace the day. Mental health.
Yes.
Mental health. You come first.
Wow. Noted. As someone that's been in this game, that understands this game of hip hop, what is the biggest difference, Joe, between today, the rappers of today, and the rappers of yesterday, to the best of your guess?
I think motivation, what drives people today to do it might be a little different. Like I said, when I signed, I wanted to be the best. In the 90s, there was a belief that you couldn't even get on without being the best.
Right.
That's not the belief anymore. And it's a lot more money in it today, visibly. These kids today can pick up their phone and look at what's going on all over the world, and that helps to shape their ideas. And in my day, we were looking at our block or our city, our shit, and whatever I got from what was going on in another part of the world was from music. Like, I didn't, when NWA came out, I didn't know nothing about what was going on the West Coast. When Scarface came out, I didn't, oh shit, all right, this is what's going on. That was hip hop to me, like just regional reporting from wordsmiths to educate us. Today, you have no idea what somebody's doing it for today.
Right.
You have people that don't even want to do it for a long time today. They'll tell you, hey, I'm here for 2 years and then I'm done. I'm going somewhere else. So, and I think that you can start to hear in quality at some point.
Right.
Today, things need to be done much faster. It's a lot more microwave today, a lot more processed. In the 90s, it was more made by hand. It was more craftsmanship. I mean, that's what I noticed.
Right. Rappers getting out. Fetty Wap just got out. Thug got out recently. Shice, Max Blue, Blueface, YFN, Lucci.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, was it always, because look, I'm at a distance. You've been smacked down. Was jail and prison and get arrested, was it always glorified in hip hop or in the rap game?
Glorified? No. I can't say that that's the hip hop I was growing up in.
Right.
No. Today, you're right. It's, well, I don't even know if you're saying that, but today,
it's like
today is a different stripe system that comes from that. They playing by different sets of rules. They doing all different types of crimes, or at least now it's more visible to us. But my mom always raised me, hey, don't go to jail. And if you get in there, it's a system that's in there in place just for people like you to get there, and there's nothing I can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
That was enough for me. I spent a couple of weekends in Hudson County or wherever. That was enough for me. If you lock me up for a couple of hours, that's enough for me. So I can't speak to the clip in which people are going in and coming out and going in and coming out. You read that list. I couldn't tell you who's in jail. I know when they come home, right? Because we're so happy. But my message is, try your best to not go.
Go ahead. I asked Blueface, and when he came home, they had a big celebration. I say, Blue, why we celebrate that? He's like, man, I came home. I said, but you do know the objective is not to go in. I said, nah, if you graduating, you get your college degree, you graduated law school or something like that. He's like, well, if you don't celebrate me when you come home, I don't want to come home. I said, but Blue, it's not, the objective is not to go. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in my assessment, Joe?
You're not wrong at all. With all due respect, I try not to hear the things that Blueface says.
With Jonathan, he was Jonathan that day.
I'm not trying to be funny either, but like I've heard enough of his views to understand that okay, he has a different set of views.
He was Jonathan. He was Jonathan that day.
He could be whoever he wanted to be. I'm just saying, for me, I'm gonna go with some other shit, not. But it's respectfully, respectfully, of course.
You heard, who was it? It was Savage. Somebody else said F the streets.
And that caused quite the uproar. Yeah.
But it's going to be hard to say F the streets when you kind of built your reputation on being in the streets.
I think people were confused about what the streets
what it actually meant.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of blurred lines with that. So I just saw a lot of people doing explanations. I saw people on one side say, yeah, and I saw people say, no, if you don't like the streets. So I enjoyed seeing success stories, especially from people that moved a certain way or lived a certain way. Like I think part of life is being able to live to tell it or to remember it or flash back or look back on it, or that's a big part of life. So yeah, he was speaking for him. Yo, live. Gangsta is seeing your kids get old.
Right.
Gangsta is going to the graduation. It's seeing them get a job and seeing them. That's the stuff that we should be trying to talk about, really. And not to say we can't talk about the other shit.
Right.
But the glorification of it, no, we need real stories about what's really going on. I watch the news every morning. I told you, I'm up at 4:30.
Right.
There's not a day that goes by where there's not something on there that'll just be like, wait, what the is going on? Who did what?
I was about to ask you, Joe.
You took a machete and you did what? Or you killed a family? You threw a body over?
Yeah.
Lovers killing each other, people killing their
guy killed his ex-wife and his
parents. Like if
don't you get depressed though, Joe? I'm like that. I mean, I get depressed. I'm like, damn, really? And I think the thing is, Joe, because we have more access to more news, we didn't hear all this stuff. Now it's 24/7. I mean, basically, you would hear every once in a while of a school shooting, or you hear something like this, but not every day. And maybe it was happening every day, but social media, the internet, has made the world so close. California doesn't seem that far away now.
Yeah.
New York is not, even though we're here, it's not that far away. So no matter where you are, it's really close.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was so far away. You only dreamed of going to California. You only dreamed of going to these places. And now they bring it right to you.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about it.
So I was like, I used to do that too. I used to read the news and I was like, man, I can't.
I'm just saying, when you see all of that shit going on, like I just have a healthy respect for life and just trying to live, just trying to live. Period. There's too many black people dying from age 39 to 60.
Yeah.
Like I know the food we like to eat. I know the places we like to go. I know the way we like to party. Like staying alive is tough. It is. And that made me depressing. So why not try to make the most out of every day? Like, why not be kind to my fellow human?
Mm-hmm.
Why not preach murder, kill, death, destruction, drugs, yada, yada, yada? Because I also believe in the power of words, too.
Yes.
If that's what you're saying, then that's what you're manifesting. And that's not, I pray that people grow out of that. I pray we get healthier practices.
Joe, you married?
No.
You were engaged though, right?
I have been engaged before and I'm happily involved. Now.
Are you looking to take that next step or are you comfortable where you are?
That's another loaded question. That's a trick.
It ain't a trick question, Joe.
That's a trick.
Would you like to get married?
Hey, that's a trick question. Thank God, it's a trained ear to hear this trick level of trick question. My baby just hit me and said, I love you. Have a great, amazing interview. Tell Shannon he's great. Kill that shit. And now you try to load this up.
You said, look, you happy, but, you know, I've been told that the ultimate, a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. Isn't that in the Bible, Joe?
No, I'm not afraid of marriage. I'm not afraid of marriage. And that's in the works, I'm sure. I'm not totally against it. I'm talking shit just because it's provocative.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not against it. I'm lucky enough to find somebody who I love, that loves me, that takes care of me and all that good shit. She's in the role she's played in my life during this run that I'm on. It's like she's my structure, my accountability system. That's my baby. We'll get to it. I'm not into Russian shit.
How difficult is it to date public? Because the thing is that, Joe, when you date public, what you got to do? If you got to break up public. And everybody has an opinion. Everybody is a therapist on Joe and his relationship because it's public. Well, Joe, hey, you out here, you talk about it, blah, blah, blah. So is it hard for you to date public? I mean, was it hard for you to come out, or were you cool with, if you like, you know what, baby, I'll stay in the background. I'm cool.
It wasn't tough for me because I'm different. I had so many years of experience of being public as someone with some notoriety. Right. So I may be used to it in ways that can be difficult for other people. I'm not gonna say it's never been tough. Like, we have our moments, but for the most part, I'm cool with it.
Right.
You get, if we put it on the internet, we wanted it to be on the internet. Like, I'm prepared for whatever comes with that. Be solid in who you with and who you are, and you be cool.
Let's go back to what you're great at, and that is this podcast space. How do you go about hiring talent? How do you like, Joe, like, okay, I want to hire this, whether they're going to be a co-host, or they're going to be X, or they're going to be videographers, or they're going to be a graphics designers, or they're going to be X, or they're going to be Y. How does Joe Budden decide that?
A large part of it is chemistry. I'm looking for chemistry no matter what the title is, because it's such a, like I said, boutique operation. So it's going to be me calling. It's going to be somebody next to me that's calling. We're going to speak. We're going to see each other. It's going to be so how can people work together? That and work ethic for me. Like, I've been blessed to, the people that I've hired are like,
or as consumed as you are.
Yeah, they love it like me. They're ready to work like me. These are my guys. I've been in the foxhole with these people. So it's not a whole bunch of incorporating strangers and all of that. But it's purely work ethic, dedication. Everybody's talented, but chemistry. I got good people around me. Can't nothing get moving if you don't.
Right.
You learn the importance of a team. Like back in the day, in early rap days, is when you was trying to take the whole pie and keep it to yourself. You're not trying to give a manager his cut. You're not trying to give the business accountant their cut, the tour manager. You just want to pocket everything. Because,
Well, I'm doing all the work. You ain't really doing that.
you learn as you go that hire as many people as you can that are going to help you.
Right.
That believe in it.
That gets bigger.
Yeah. Well, and go make more.
Yes.
Make more
Right.
too to hire these people. But yeah, no, I got a real good team.
But obviously, at the end of the day, you hire a great team. Money. When you hire somebody, let's just say you got 15 people working for Joe Budden.
Mm-hmm.
Is it written in their contracts they can't talk about what they make?
Yeah.
Because you know that.
That's in there. I'm pretty sure my lawyer has that in there. I mean, that don't mean nothing, though. Hey, if you hire people, just know that when they get away from you, they gonna talk about what they make.
Yeah, for sure.
They gonna talk about what they make. But yo, I want everybody to make as much as they can make. It just gotta make sense.
Yes.
It just always gotta make sense. I ain't if people are making more, that means that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Grab your dogs, your permits, your moves. AI levels up your bitch, gets it in the groove. Draft design, deliver, make it.
That means we're growing. So I encourage that.
Man, look, your talent, you brought Mark Lamont Hill. And a lot of people think, because Mark is a PhD, I think he's at Temple or Rutgers? He's at Temple, right? Temple. And speaks, very articulate, says a lot of great things. I like listening to Mark. But when he's on your show, he ain't on CNN. He ain't on Fox. And I think people know him from those shows.
Yeah.
And so they're expecting him to be buttoned up, well, such and such. No.
He's not at all.
Mark didn't grab him. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Do you know they're not going to invite you back to those spaces, right? You stuck with Joe.
Mark has been such a blessing to work with. And I'm not sure if it would have worked if he was so buttoned up.
No, he couldn't.
If he was so buttoned up, I don't think it would work. But what he brings and just is a wealth of knowledge, is professional in every sense of the word. His humor, his dark humor, like he is a brother from Philly. He's a brother from Philly, and he reminds you of it. So, funny thing about Mark is all that CNN shit. Mark is so controversial to me because Mark will say what he thinks about a plethora of topics, and some of his views, like he's just controversial to me.
Yeah. How did you know that would work?
I'm controversial.
Yeah.
I don't run from the controversy.
Did you think that he would be? Because a lot of times, I don't know if you guys, but in linear television, a lot of times they would have like reads in a movie, and you sit there and you say things, and sometimes people would say things in a meeting that red dot go on. There was nothing like that. I'm like, well, damn.
What happened?
I need the guy that was saying all that this and this and this, and now you get here and you like, no. So what happened? So how did you have you ever?
I'm not saying that happened with Mark. I'm
No.
just saying that has happened.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm speaking to it, because I've been in situations where it had happened. But did you have a prior relationship with Mark? Did you know him?
Yeah, no. Me and Mark were pretty fly.
Okay.
We were pretty fly for quite a few years. We had never worked so closely together, but we had a real good relationship.
Okay.
I think we've gotten a lot closer working in this capacity.
Yeah.
But he's been nothing but amazing.
Man, let me coming at Mark, because I think I saw one clip where somebody said, "Oh, Mark, you be trying to use them big words." And Mark like, "It's not a big word. It's just a big word to you, but it's not a big word."
Yeah.
I mean, Mark, he's slick. He quick. He's slick with it though.
There's that part. Mark can weaponize his his education. He's slick. Mark is slick, but you need that. You
be over there, you like.
I love all of that shit.
Yeah.
Again, I love whatever people are bringing that is going to make this shit entertaining.
Yeah.
If that's dark humor,
Because at the end of the day, they're still entertainment.
that's the goal. That's the goal. It's an entertainment show. So whatever happens on cam, long as it's entertaining, I'm fly with it.
Right.
And Mark has been tremendous in that.
You had a co-host leave recently, Melissa Ford, There was a lot of controversy, and I think he said, all of a sudden, her voice wasn't being heard, or she wasn't being taken serious. I don't know what you care to speak to that, but did she leave because of that, or were there a negotiation where her contract was up and money was involved? I mean, what goes into that? Because I'm sure you don't want to lose good people, because he was good for the show.
I won't say too much about her. I wish Mel the best of whatever she's doing. But we do want people to leave.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought
we do want people to leave. Like, I think that's a misconception. If that's what they think, we definitely want people to leave.
You want them to go do that?
That's important.
Okay.
Even while people are with me, I encourage everybody to do their own thing outside of here. Like, please utilize the value in the audience and the attention that this show gives. I want you to do that. So in that, you want people to grow and flourish and go get other opportunities. Again, anybody that was ever on the show, we want you to do that. So yeah, it's a good Works is a good I don't want to say launch pad, but a good what's the word I'm looking for? Not a launch pad, but it's a good springboard. It's a good springboard. It allows people to introduce themselves in a different way that they have.
But they know him from you, though, Joe. They want to see.
No, I'm talking about like you said with Mark Lamont Hill, right? Like Mark Lamont Hill, you may know him from all these other places. You're seeing him in a way that you're talking about a 20-year professional here, 20+ year professional. Mm-hmm. You've never seen him.
No, you're not. This way. You peeled a layer. You've allowed people to see Lamar in a way nobody has ever seen him, or maybe his closest friends know he talks like that.
Exactly. I feel like the show is a good opportunity for people to do that. Well, and there's only but so much you can hide, only so much hiding you could do, talking 3+ hours twice a week.
Yeah, you're right.
You talk too much. You're talking.
You go, and that's what I tell people. The more you talk, if you in this business long enough and you talk long enough, you're gonna slip up. You're gonna say something. There's no possible way. I mean, we do a nightcap 4 to 5 nights a week. I'm doing Club Shay. I was on limited television, bro. I'm talking 20+ hours a week for years.
Yeah.
You don't think I'm gonna have one slip up?
You're gonna say something. That's why it's important for the contract to also reflect that, hey, I might say something. I might do something. Right. There might be something in life that happens. You cannot get rid of me because I said something.
Right. One word.
I'm not in that boat, but for the people that are.
Right. There was a very highly publicized split with Rory and Maul that was on your show, and they have their own thing, doing their own thing, and a lot of people like, man.
My journey to trading, like that learning curve, has exponentially just gotten a lot shorter. The stuff that I'm learning, that they're teaching me, is I don't think I would learn this.
This was Siskel and Ebert. Mm-hmm. This was Penn and Teller. This was, you know what I'm saying? This was one of those greats, and like, I guess you old enough to remember Hal Melvin in the Blue Notes with Teddy Pendergrass. Like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm doing all that. Hal, you ain't did nothing. So, I mean, but seriously, Joe, but is it hard because you guys have such a great relationship, and then it ends, and then, the back and forth? How hard is it for you? Because you guys, I mean, when you work as long as you did with someone, you build a relationship, you do things together, y'all go places, you do things, you eat, family and friends become intertwined. How hard was that for you?
I mean, it was really tough in the moment, like when it was happening. Like, you got friendships you're managing business, people's view of the business. It was difficult. And then they left. Salute to those brothers, wish them nothing but the best as well. Then again, my faith being God.
Right.
My faith is in a higher power at all times. So whatever is happening, that's what's supposed to be happening.
Is that how you look at everything? So you look at everything like that. Okay, nothing happens without him, his blessing or his plan, because this was his plan.
Everything is the doing of my higher power. If
That
you
color's
put it in
bright.
front of me,
The
and something
liner
is
is
supposed
like
to be happening,
popping
it's
it.
my job to figure that out from there. I'm not sitting
It's giving
around
hop out, popping it.
and weeping at the hand that I'm dealt. I'm
Thank
getting
you.
to it. So I needed all of the education that came from that split. It was informative. It was important for me to get to the next place that I was going. And they needed to go and do what they needed to do. But nobody should ever sit around and just be, like you spoke about earlier, just come to work unhappy and sad and.
Did you know they were unhappy or sad?
No, not till it was too late. Not till it was too late. But we had a set of issues. We both had a set of issues. None of us had the proper tools to deal with it and get through it at the time. Not and remain home. So I mean, happened like it had to happen.
It's about to drop, y'all.
Have you guys been able
This
to make
color
peace? Have
is
you guys had conversations and been cool moving forward?
No, but I think everybody's at
Sexy
peace.
girls.
I don't think you always need to have conversations to be at peace, but everybody's at peace. I've spoken to Rory a couple of times. He's doing well. Just to say I love you.
Right.
Proud of what you're doing. But it's no hard feelings. It's peace. It's peace.
Joe, you always been like this? Or you had to grow? Or you had to grow to this level of maturity?
Oh, do I sound mature?
You sound very mature.
Oh shit. For real?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I was a menace. I was an agent of terror and chaos. So this is a lot of work, a lot of therapy, a lot of just growing up. Listen, Chen, like we started this with, I've been in this shit for 27 years or however long. I've grown up with some of these people. But these people have seen me, what happens between you do? I've been wild on people, wild on radio, I've been wild on the internet, I've been wild with fans, I've been wild with police, I've done it. Anything there is to do, I've been blessed enough to, I'm good. I'm traveled. Whoever you think the baddest girl is, we did that one. We did that somewhere. We lived when it was a nightlife, when it was a scene in New York, when it was fun, when it wasn't always fun that shit. Right. And now we're living. We're very different.
For me, it was Joey, and to hear you say, but it took a lot to get to a place where you feel people have wronged you or taking the shots at you, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm gonna let it walk. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna be okay. And if I see that person, I'm like, hey, bro, I ain't got no hard feelings. I disagree with what you had to say.
Now I gotta
but,
go.
Hey, let's keep it. Because for me, Joe, I play a professional sport. And I understand the opposing fan bases, or I understand the opposing team not liking me. But I didn't know so much vitriol and hate came until I got to this. I had no idea, Joe. I was so disliked by people that were in the business that I was in until Cat. And people got to say like, Joe, Cat comes on your show. You introduce him, we do a read just like I did you. And he just goes, are you stopping him?
No.
The eyes look dangerous.
People say I should have stopped him. I said, hold on. When you do an interview, he told a story. You remember I had Ricky Smiley on. Ricky Smiley told a story that he was originally cast as Money Mike.
I remember that.
Joe, how am I supposed to check that?
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah.
So I'm taking him at his word. He said what he said about, I was like, I don't know any of, I said, guys, y'all make it seem like I'm in the comedy space, and I know this. If I'm in the rap game, I probably know some rap beats, but I'm not in it. So I can't speak to it. So if somebody comes and say I got a problem with, or they did this, I got to take them at their word.
Yeah, you can't. I don't do that either. I don't interrupt people while they're in the middle of their testimony. Even if they getting off some bullshit, it's their bullshit to get off. Now, if it happens to be bullshit and we learn that and the growing storyline is growing online, then it make a lot of sense and builds anticipation for my next episode, which is to address why this is bullshit. Or have the other side I come on my show and do it that way. But no, I try to let people
Yeah, because you was one of the ones that I was messing. Say you don't mess with me no more.
But not over that.
No, but I'm just trying to figure out. Help me understand, Bessie.
Get the anti-aging wrinkle stick. They call it the Botox stick because look at that.
If your eyes look like this,
Well, how deep we going? How deep are we?
As deep as your explanation need to explain.
Because I don't put when you have. I think that people were coming on this show. I think after the Cat Williams interview.
Yeah.
Which was congratulations.
Thank you.
But after that, I think people were coming with a certain agenda.
Who?
Different
This
guests.
is the color
I
I
don't
have
think anybody
here.
came and aired anybody out.
I think people were coming.
This color is about to drop soon. This is my look for tonight. I'm about to go do a little photo shoot right now. I'm not really a fan of these lashes. I put these lashes on today. They look a little smaller than my usual, but I like them a little bit. But low-key, I'm not used to it yet. But I don't know. I think I need a longer wing or something. They're just not like fanned out at the ends enough for me yet. But this is the look. This is my gloss I have on now, and it looks really, really potent at the second because of the liner of choice. I have on like a cranberry liner, and it really makes the gloss pop. So I'm about to go take some photos for that. Oh hell to the no. That is not cute. Hold on. I do not like that at the slightest. I look like an old lady. Hold on. I don't think it's too bad. I just have to connect right there. There we go. That's a lot better. But this is the gloss. It's popping. It's giving wild pink. Like she's wild pink right now. I think the eyes are a perfect match. I will show y'all the fit I'm about to put on, but it's a little too risky. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube, but I'm gonna post some pictures. But, well, I'm gonna post some pictures if it's too risky. I don't know. But it's giving. Love y'all. Y'all so sexy and happy, and thank y'all for coming on to chill with me and watch me do my makeup. It came out stunning. I look hot and fabulous and stuff like that. And go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. P Gloss is about to drop very soon. I know that y'all love the shade and everything. And y'all have a good night. I will be back on tomorrow possibly. Y'all know I'm on here all the time doing my makeup and stuff like that. So catch me.